Well, it appears Marvel Comics has once again looked to the big and small screen to bring a new character to life inside the Marvel Universe. Let's talk about the return of the Scarlet Scarab to Marvel Comics, what storyline it's going to be tied to, and why this is likely to be a pretty big expansion of Mark Spector's life. Now, as many of you know, Marvel's movies have often been based on Marvel Comics, but every once in a while something from the movies finds its way back to the comics. And it turns out Layla El-Faouly, aka the Scarlet Scarab, her appearance in the Moon Knight TV series seems to have set off an interesting series of events. Now, coming up this July, in Moon Knight number 25, which will be an oversized anniversary issue, it will see Mark Spector's past and present come together in a fairly interesting new adventure. Now, this series will see Moon Knight visit the graves of Heart Island, and during this interaction, he will be haunted by his last mission with a group of people known as the Karnak Cowboys. Now, this was a mercenary group he was part of, and it features some pretty familiar names. Mark Spector, Jean-Paul Deschamps, Robert Plesko, and Layla El-Faouly, aka the Scarlet Scarab. Well, maybe not yet, but she becomes the Scarlet Scarab. Now, this will be her comic book debut after first appearing in the Moon Knight series last year, where she was played by May Calloway. And you know what happened by the end of that, and as you know, she became the Scarlet Scarab in the series, and that's right where we're headed. Because following up Moon Knight number 25, Marvel is going to bring us Moon Knight City of the Dead, and this will catch us up to the modern day, where we'll once again meet Layla as the new Scarlet Scarab. The character of the Scarlet Scarab has been around for quite a while. He made his first appearance way back in 1977 in Invaders number 23 and was created by Roy Thomas. Now, since then, multiple iterations of the character have appeared, including the second one back in Thor 326 in 1982, and now bringing us to the modern day version of Layla. Now, the powers seem pretty consistent from the comics, with the ability to fly and having superhuman durability and strength, although we've never seen Layla use the concussive burst of her comic counterparts, but I do suspect the comic version will indeed embrace those powers. Now, Moon Knight writer Jed MacKay had a lot to say about this, and they're obviously pretty excited about bringing Layla to life. During the press announcement, he said, "Bringing Layla El-Faouly into our story was exciting. Adding an already beloved character into the universe of comics is a really interesting opportunity, and being able to show the before to the after was a wonderful bit of synchronicity." While the Scarlet Scarab will indeed be turning up in the City of the Dead, in Moon Knight 25 we're seeing a much younger version of Layla and a much younger Mark Spector as they embark on a mission as members of the crack mercenary team, the Karnak Cowboys. Now, along with all this, we did get our first look at Layla in the books via the cover, and you probably saw it in the thumbnail. So let's go ahead and check that out. Now, clearly, this costume is much more inspired by the television show than the classic comic character, who honestly looked a little bit on the goofy side. She's still influenced by her Egyptian roots, but I have to say I love the look. They did a great job bringing Layla to life here, and I am pretty excited on what her future could be in Marvel Comics as well as the MCU. Honestly, out of all the new characters Marvel introduced from Disney Plus to the overall world, I think Layla is probably a fan favorite. And I am sure we are going to see her sometime in the near future, but we're going to have to wait and see.